back to the channel. I'm Chollette, and it's definitely been a while since I've gone over some fun lighting setups. I shoot a lot of work right in my living room in my home studio, and I've always been blown away at how much you can really get in one space using controlled lighting. So today I'm going to show you a ton of very simple lighting setups that you can do, all with one light. And we're going to be using the GVM zip tile Z200B. We're going to go over the features of this light and then use the light for creative studio work, some product shots, and of course some talking head YouTube videos, because I am using this light right now to light this shot. Let's get into it. So as a photographer and videographer, a good light really has to check a couple boxes for me. It has to be very simple to set up. Of course, it has to be effective and versatile for my creative needs. And ideally, I want it to be lightweight. That's just gonna make my process so much easier when it comes to working in studio or traveling with the light on location for a shoot. And the Z200B definitely checks all of those boxes for me. Another essential feature that I feel like is the gold standard to lights these days is app control. With the GVM LED app, I can simply connect to the light, access color temperature, brightness, and a ton of built-in lighting effects. So with some of the setups that I'm gonna be showing you, the light is gonna be rigged kind of out of reach. So being able to control it through the app is simply essential. And of course, you can dial in all your settings using the control box. And you get a ton of cables, so if you're rigging this light kind of out of reach, you still have a lot of slack to operate it with the control box. Now, a very unique feature about this light is that it has the ability to literally zip together to another version of the light. So you can put two 200Bs together using the zipper function, and now you have a light panel that's giving you 400 watts. I only have one light on me, so I can't show you that feature, but it's definitely a unique way to take this light even further. So let's get into the setups. So for the first setup, we're gonna go for an overhead light. And this is probably my favorite lighting setup because it really adds a lot of drama and mood to a shot. All I'm doing is using a C-stand and a boom arm. A boom arm is a really clutch tool to use because it gives you so much more reach to, of course, give you an overhead angle and to keep your stand further away from your subject to give yourself a lot more room to play with. And because this light is so feathery lightweight, I have no issues rigging it above Ruben's head. By using a light that is this thin alongside the grid attachment, I get this really nice refined strip of light. And by adding some separation between him and the backdrop, I get some really nice fall off. And that's how I get this really moody gradient from bottom up. Really simple to do, just make sure you're always using sandbags. All right, next we're gonna go for a very standard key light. This is a setup that you can go so far with, probably one of the more common setups when it comes to lighting. All you have to do is set your light at a 45-degree angle, raise it above, and point it down on your subject. This gives you Rembrandt lighting. And you know you're doing this right when you get that triangle on the far side of your subject's face. This really helps to add a lot of dimension to your shot. Next, we're gonna try lighting from the side, more so like behind Ruben's right ear. And this kind of gives us a silhouette type of feel. And it really highlights his hair, his jacket, and his overall aesthetic. Now, of course, when we do this, we really only have light coming in strong from one side. So the opposite side of his face is really filled with shadow. But I do really like the mystery from a setup like this. And these are 3 easy setups that you can try in studio. Now, beyond light positioning, I'm able to take my shots even further by playing with the color temperature. Ruben definitely brought a good variety of outfits for this shoot, and each one had a different feeling to me. So by using the app, I easily created different feelings by using warm and cooler color temperatures. Now let's talk about how you can use this light for a YouTube video. Again, I am using the Z200B to light this YouTube video right now. And in this shot, I definitely have a couple lights behind me, but I always need a solid key light to light my face. Right now, the light is directly out of frame and still as close as possible to my face, because a good rule of thumb is to have your light as close as possible for a softer image. I shoot a ton of my YouTube videos in this small corner in my apartment, so using a light like this is really nice to be able to just tuck into this small space and be able to film some content. Also, for this setup, I'm only using 0.6% of the light's total output, so 200 watts is definitely plenty. Now lastly, we can use the shot for some overhead lighting when it comes to product shots. On this channel, I'm definitely going through a lot of gear all the time, so having some solid shots of different products is really important. And again, I love an overhead lighting setup, so I can simply use this light on a boom arm and have a nice focused beam for some product shots. And those are a couple fun ways that you can use a light like this. I've only been using the light for under a month now before I had to send it back to GVM, but right when I started to use the light, I quickly learned how it can seamlessly incorporate itself into my workflow. Check out the light in the description, check out Ruben, and of course, check me out on Instagram too. Thanks for watching. Peace.